G'day everyone, Paul here from Small Crown Productions, and we are here with another episode of 10 Questions with
Minola Theatre.
Thanks Kat and Bianca for coming out today. So really happy to chat to you about your show and a few other things. So you ready to go?
We are, thanks for having us.
Pleasure,
Absolutely.
absolute pleasure. Okay, question one. Can you tell me 3 things about your childhood?
After you, Kat.
Okay, I'm the youngest in my family.
Okay.
I was born in Emerald and I broke my arm 5 times.
I grew up in the bush. I had a very, very fat horse who got drunk on watermelon that went off. And I once tried to fish in a dam with a Lego hook. It didn't work.
Okay, awesome. All right, broke your arm 5 times. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, we were just talking about magical thinking before the camera started rolling. I really believed that I could fly if I just believed it hard enough. Jumped out of multiple high things to test this theory, and then I was also very clumsy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Drunk horse. Explain.
Yeah. So Tina was our very, very fat horse who used to let people ride her, and then she got too fat and she wasn't having a bar of it. Because we lived on acreage, we would just put all our old compost food out and she would come and eat it. The watermelon went off, she ate it, she got drunk and started running around the yard pulling her lips back. It was very, very funny.
That is awesome. Yeah. That's so good. Someone needs to do a movie about that.
I'll put that next on the writing list.
Put it on the writing list, that'll be good. All right, what was the first thing you remember performing in?
Oh gosh. Well, I grew up in church, so I did a lot of church drama actually. A little Saturday morning
Sunday school stuff?
Yeah, that kind of thing. I think my first out in the real world performing was youth theatre with Harvest Rain when I was about 15. I did Midsummer Night's Dream with them.
Yeah, actually, similarly, we both grew up in church circles and my mum would write the school holiday dramas. And so I have a very strong memory of being a scarecrow for some reason in a school holiday drama, very, very biblical. And then, yes.
One of the wise men.
How many scarecrows were present at the birth of Jesus?
Well, there were 3 scarecrows present in this drama, my brother, my sister and I. And I think I still have that little scarecrow dress somewhere.
That's
anyway,
amazing.
Yeah. And then high school musicals, of which I was terrible.
I have to ask, what year did you do Midsummer Night's Dream with Harvest Rain?
2004.
Okay, that wasn't the year I was in. I didn't think you were there.
2003.
I did it with them in 2008.
Oh, no,
So-
I was in uni by then.
Yeah, I thought you were a bit younger than that, so good. Okay. What type of work do you guys usually produce?
We are a text-based theatre company primarily. So I'm a playwright and performer and Kat is a director. So that actually works really well because I often write material that Kat then directs and myself and others act in it. So very much text and character-driven work. Although
we also get excited about producing work from other playwrights because Bianca cannot produce 5 shows a year. I mean, she's getting pretty close, but so we get excited about
Right, damn you, right!
I'm trying.
Back in your cupboard.
We find other plays that other people write that we like, and so that was our first few productions were written by other writers, and then we're coming back to some of Bianca's work.
Awesome. And when did you form the company?
Well, we've been working together on and off since 2017, but we decided to officially form Minola at the start of 2019. So we're getting close to 2 years old as a company.
Brilliant. Exciting. Favourite colour?
Red.
Pink and orange.
That's 2 favourite colours,
I know,
but sure.
just the warm end of the spectrum.
Not blue. Did you guys have any performance kind of idols or people that you looked up to when you were kids?
That is a tough question, but I like it. I mean, actually, my idols were more writers. I got very excited by women who were writing stories that really moved me. So Ellen Montgomery and the writer of Little Women, whose name has gone out of my head right now. Louise May Alcott. Everyone with a
That's right, you
name.
should know.
So yes, I kind of, and actually that was my journey through to theatre. I came through stories and then I got excited about, so the written word, and then I got excited about that. Words being spoken on stages. So
cool.
Yeah.
Kat has just given a really classy answer, and I'm going to go the opposite end of the spectrum and say I grew up in the 90s. I was really into TV Hits magazine, and so I had pin-up posters of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who was my first celebrity crush.
She's amazing.
Isn't he great? I feel like I chose well as an 8-year-old.
I think you did.
He's talented as well as pretty.
And longevity.
Yeah.
Guys still doing incredible things.
Yes, and also the Spice Girls. because it was the 90s.
Yeah, still, I'm also a fan. I won't lie. Won't lie. What got you? Oh, you kind of covered it. The next question was really what got you into doing what you're doing now, into writing and producing, directing. So
I had a definite moment where theatre became my thing. I wasn't involved in theatre outside of church when I was growing up, and so I never really learned that it was a thing people did seriously until I was like 14, and I went on a school excursion to see a production of Charlie's Aunt, the old farce, and it was so funny and so well done. I was just like, my God, this is a thing people can do with their lives. And I have not turned back from that point.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I just kind of always did it in varying levels of hobby until one day, not that long ago, I kind of gave myself permission to stop calling it a hobby. So, I said my mum wrote the thank you. Yes, she helped.
Sorry, just sanitize that off camera. Yeah, thank you. Very COVID safe.
My mum was a speech and drama teacher, and I did a Stepfords and then all the school productions. And I remember, actually, this is a fun story. When I was in grade 4, I managed to convince my grade 4 teacher that a little group of us who always finished our schoolwork early were allowed to go into this empty classroom next door, and I was turning the first Harry Potter book into a school show.
That's brilliant.
And so like half of my year 4 year was rehearsing next door. It never saw the light of day, but we rehearsed like hell, and it was so much fun.
I used to wag ancient history in high school because we had rehearsal.
Yes.
And we'd just go up and hang out and pretend to do theatre. It was
Love
amazing.
That.
That's
the
cool.
things nerds get away with.
Yeah. It's great.
Sorry, I'm calling myself a nerd. You might. I'm not going to assume that you're a nerd.
100% preach it, sister.
Yes.
I'm right there with you. Absolutely. Favourite food?
Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, there's this like the Specular's biscuit. They've made it into like a paste, that you can put on toast, but I just eat it with a spoon. So it's like this ginger caramelly spread thing. You can buy it in Woolworths and Coles, and it's accidentally vegan.
Not sponsored.
Just good advice.
So what's it called?
Well, so it's got different names for different countries, but Specular's biscuits.
Specular's, okay.
Yeah,
I'll look
like
it out.
ginger caramel.
Yeah, gingers.
So
I love ginger,
good.
so I'll check that out. Awesome. Your show is?
It's called Begotten, so it's an original piece that I wrote at the start of this year. We were originally going to be performing it at Backdock Arts in April, May, and I was going to be playing the whole show as a solo piece. So it's a series of 5 monologues, 5 generations of women from the same family. So I was going to transition between all of them. Then the opportunity came up to put it in Wynnum Fringe, but because it was on a pretty tight turnaround and we were working on a really intensive creative development already, we thought, okay, we might need to expedite this process. So I stepped back to playing one of the characters, and we've brought on 4 other wonderful actresses who are going to be the different generations of my family.
Amazing.
So it's very exciting to get to work with some of our favourite local actresses.
Yeah, that's great.
And so it's written as a one-woman show, partly because the narratives of these 5 characters are very tied into each other, and partly because on a practical level you can tour a one-person show much easier than a 5-person show. But since we're doing it in our hometown, it's very exciting to work with homegrown talent and make it a slightly bigger cast.
Awesome. Approximate runtime of the show?
It's around 75 to 80 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Good show. Intermission?
No.
Straight through? Okay,
Straight through.
good to know.
Yeah.
Who is it most likely to appeal to?
Ooh, good question. I mean, everybody. It doesn't
Everyone says that.
I would probably say like 12 plus as the audience, because it does have a few kind of adult themes. But people who get excited by beautiful words. It's a very evocative, word-rich tale. We actually turned it into an audio drama when we were really not leaving the house for a couple of months, and it stands up just with the imagery of the words that this beautiful lady has written.
I was just going to say, it's big kudos to you there. That's good.
And our sound designer who made the soundscape.
Oh,
that definitely
goodness.
helped.
Yes.
Siobhan Finnis is a genius.
She really
Amazing.
is. But I mean, it's a female-driven story. It's a story about family and motherhood and children and the connections across multiple generations.
It probably has a special appeal for women, but it's not exclusionary
No,
to,
of course.
to men.
I mean,
Yeah.
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 No theatre is really, but
No.
there
Yeah.
are certain people that are going to be more attuned to
Absolutely.
different shows.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And what is the best way for people to connect with you guys if they wanted to check out more of your work and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Lovely.
We have a Facebook, an Instagram, and a website, which is very
Yeah.
exciting for us.
So is that just all at Minola Theatre?
Minola
Yeah,
Theatre?
so Minola is Minola.
Shall we tell them why? We are
Yes.
Minola
Go on,
Theatre.
tell them.
Go
I
on,
know
go
why.
on.
So you might have heard of this guy called Shakespeare, and
Yep.
he wrote a play
Yeah,
called
heard
The
of
Taming
him.
of the Shrew. And in The Taming of the Shrew, there are two sisters, Kat and Bianca. And at some point we realised, oh my goodness, that's our names, and their surname is Minola. So that is how we named our company,
It's
which
too
I
easy.
think is pretty cute.
I love it so much.
If you're looking for us on socials, our logo is a beautiful orange cat who's holding a beehive. Cat and bee. We just can't get past
I
the
just
names.
had to. My brain was going. There's a reason for that. Ah, love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and our website's minolatheatre.com.au. So all of our past shows are up there, info about upcoming projects. We offer a script assessment service if you're a writer.
We run workshops
we run workshops.
occasionally, yeah.
Great.
But our Wynnum Fringe show is on the 14th at 5:30 in Winston Church Hall. Does that sound right?
That's correct.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll link up
Excellent.
tickets down below anyway if you don't remember that. So that's fine. Awesome. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming out and
Paul.
having a
Thank
chat.
you.
So nice.
Good to talk to
My
you.
pleasure. See you on the
guys
next one.
there.